Hello, hello, hi, folks. Welcome. Happy Saturday. In hopes that you squeezed more out of your day than the day squeezed out of you. Welcome. Good to see you. Gonna make this one quick, and because it's past midnight. But crazy day today. But we're not gonna go over the day today. But I was talking to a couple of my friends, and this has happened. I've actually been meaning to talk about this more in depth than anything else, but I really want to point this out before I get into depth in another life. But I've talked to, and this is not a recent thing. I've talked to friends, and friends have shared stories with me and whatnot, and throughout the years, and some of you actually know this. Um, um, this is one type of a relationship that I would say you no way know how you want to stay in, if you're in it already. Or if you're not in it, this is definitely not one relationship you want to get into. And I'm going to get into that in a second. But we live in a day and age today that you go to the supermarket, right? You want to buy a can of soup, and then you gotta stand in the aisle. If you don't know what you want, you gotta kind of stare at this massive aisle of canned soups, right? And all you wanted was just a can of soup, but there's like a gazillion different types of can of soup. You want go get some water, right? You want to go get a bottle of water. You go in there and there's like a gazillion different types of water. So what's the point? I mean, there's so many options for everything these days. And I feel like people need to, or people should stay with each other by choice, not by fear or force. In this day and age, there's just so many options. People are talking to people across the world. It's no longer, oh, let me meet somebody in high school or in college. I mean, people are just meeting on Facebook and all kinds of places, right? So this is one type of relationship that I would highly recommend against. And some of you know that this gets personal with me. Um, and it gets really personal with me, but I don't want to go there tonight, not tonight. But if you feel like you're in a abusive relationship, please get out. Don't don't please. There's help out there. And now here's what I'm saying. Now, I'm not saying like physical, extreme. And that's let me tell you, that's a whole different topic, right? But did you hear that? What's the bat again? Anyway, that's a whole different topic, and that's the extreme. But I'm saying if you feel like you know you're just being abused mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, you're just being drained and abused, and this relationship is just a toxic relationship. I'm asking you to really evaluate your situation and really consider either getting serious help or walking out, right? Because remember, and I talk about this before, in a relationship, yeah, the other person may be, you may feel the other person really needs help, and this, the other thing. But let me share this with you. You're not a therapist, unless you are, but most likely you're not a therapist, right? So you need to leave that to the professionals, and sometimes it's a sign of lack of confidence that you wouldn't leave. I know some of you will hate me. Lack of confidence that you wouldn't leave that relationship because you feel like if I leave that, then who else am I going to find? Where else am I going to go? Right? But I'm here to tell you, you're opening doors, and you're basically opening room for something better to come in. You don't need to stick around in an abusive relationship. There's so much help out there these days. even professional help, like therapy help. At least get that. Don't stick around just staying around and just thinking, oh, well, it's going to get better. It probably will get worse. So I'm asking you, if you feel like you're in a relationship that, I don't know, he's cheating on you, she's cheating on you, and he's got side chicks, and you got side boys and side dudes, and whatever. You guys got all kinds of sides besides a side gig. You guys got all kinds of side. Like, what kind of serious? Unless it's like a super open relationship. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, what's the point? Like, what does that mean? Like, that doesn't mean anything. What's the meaning to that? There's no meaning in that relationship. So I'm asking you, if you feel like you're in a toxic, abusive relationship, get out. Get out, and work on yourself, and learn from the experience, and see to it that you really work on yourself, because I feel like some of it is because of us. We should take responsibility and take a look at ourselves and work on ourselves. So hopefully you got some love, some inspiration, some value from this live. I appreciate you guys. Drop your thoughts, your comments below. Let this feed grow. And until tomorrow, when we do it all over again, much love.